Joe in real life, squat every day, 102. This is ice. It's below freezing in Savannah, Georgia, or to be more accurate, it's 21 degrees out. And yeah, water's freezing. There are those of you up north that are like, yeah, big fucking deal, man. Our entire world is covered in frozen water. It's called snow, motherfucker. True enough. I moved to Georgia from Maine, so I'm well aware. But yeah, you know, for we Southerners right now, this is torture. We're in like the 9th circle of hell right now. Nothing for it. Still got to squat every day, you know, hence the title. What are you going to do? My garage is freezing cold. I have no heating system in it. So I got to make my own. I got to use my body. Before I got up and started doing stuff today, I watched a YouTube video. I like to watch Ivan Jurek in the morning, and then I watch something else and drink my coffee and cuddle with my blankie. And I watched a hilarious video making fun of these alpha male training boot camps. Where basically executives that make 6 figures pay other men 5 figures to abuse them for 3 days in the hopes of turning them into more potent men, alpha men. It's a fucking grift. It's such trash. And I don't know, that's just rattling around in my head right now. I just think it's hilarious. I mean, you know what? Also, let's steel man the argument on the other side of it too. You're a grown-ass man who, like, makes plenty of money and it's your money. And you want to LARP as a Navy SEAL for a weekend. What's it to me? Who gives a shit, right? Like, it's your money. It's your body. Maybe it's fun. Why couldn't it be fun? You know? I feel that. You know? I see that argument. And, yeah. As far as a moral judgment, maybe I don't have one. Today is squat day. We're squatting every day. Today is my actual leg day. So I have like 10 sets of 2. And I'm going to do some ab work in between. And try to build up to a heavy double. Now, I benched 205 yesterday for 2. Probably could have got 215, but I didn't want to. So I didn't. I think I didn't do 215 because it wasn't 225. I probably had 215, but I didn't have 225. And I know that in my soul. So I just didn't want to do it. How's that for an alpha male? But today I'm curious, will I hit 205 for 2 on the squat? Because that would make my bench and my squat equal, which I don't know how new you are to weightlifting, but that's not a good ratio. So, and yet I kind of want to make it happen. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm also probably going to talk more trash about alpha males. Let's see. So I started today's session with some very, very basic joint mobility. This is me with the 45-pound bar on my back, just getting into a low squat position, tilting forward, and really just trying to get inside the ankle as well as the adductors with a little load. Some of you have commented that you'd like to see some stretching content, and if I have any right to be directing people and training people at all, which I don't, but it would be in mobility flexibility. I was a yoga teacher, and Ashtanga yoga teacher to be more exact, and you know, I'm pretty well educated in that, and I'm happy to make that content. But if there's no interest, I don't want to do it because it's a pain in the ass. And you know, I like these kind of lazy style videos where it's just kind of raw and natural, you know, whereas a yoga video is definitely more intense. This is just a basic figure 4 stretch, kind of getting into the piriformis, and that's an incredibly bad shot of it, but I do that on both sides. I usually do 3 rounds of the whole thing, and yeah, then I'm working up to a 2-rep max, and by max I mean somewhere in 90-95%. I was not able to get my body warm at all today, and I fell short of my bench 2-rep max for squat. Typically that would piss me off enormously, but not today. Like, I did everything I could to get warm. It's 20 degrees in my garage. I just wasn't able to, and you know, you just don't perform as well. I mean, that's just that, you know? So I chalk it up to a victimless crime. In my intro, I took a little time out of my day to make fun of alpha men and this sort of like movement to optimize yourself, you know, where you basically these executives pay 10 grand for a long weekend where they basically live action role play Hell Week of the Navy SEALs or some other dumb shit. And I'm pretty judgmental about that, and I feel a little bit bad about it because, like, we're all free thinking people with hearts and feelings and minds all our own. And if that's what you want to do with your time, what the fuck business of it is mine? I mean, like objectively, if I clear all my prejudices out of the way, that actually sounds like fun, you know? I don't think it's going to change your life and turn you into a better, clearer, more honest person with more integrity, you know, as they pitch it. But on its face, it's benign, isn't it? I mean, it's a grift, but lots of stuff's a grift. Like, while I was squatting, I was thinking about it, and it's like astrology for chads, for men, you know, for an aging chad. Like, it might be a relatively effective way of categorizing people and categorizing yourself and your own progress, if used a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but also it's completely imaginary. And like, the person that came up with the alpha system did it for wolves. I think almost everybody knows this. And 2 years later, they took a big shit on their own theory because it wasn't complicated enough. But whatever it is about that system, it caught on in the public consciousness, and we transposed it onto humans and then treat it like it's a fact. It's not a fact. It's not even a fact for wolves. Wolves, fucking wild dogs, are more complicated than that. But we think it holds true for people. You know, and yeah, that's astrology, man. Like, you're not a Taurus or a Sagittarius, you're a person. If you have some of these characteristics that are typically associated with these things, your sun and moon signs and all of that shit, it's by accident. Or maybe there's some broad stroke accuracy in it, but how is it useful? You know? Anyway, I don't know if I need to pick on these people. I think the internet's doing a great job at picking on them already. So maybe my 2 cents isn't needed here. But I find it a little bit offensive. I think that we're all just a little more complicated than that, and a little better than that. That said, it's your money, man. Do what you want. kind of seems like fun. It's like advanced camping, you know? Whatever. So this is my 195. It moved okay. It was a little sticky. But like I said, I just couldn't get warm. It's the day or night before Christmas, guys. Happy holidays. This is Joe in real life. I love you. Be good to each other. Stay warm, right? Yeah, boo.